Howdy y'all, this is your boy Beastamon, and today, in this Cool Boards installment, we are going to do Board Park. I'm actually not going to tell you what Board Park is, mainly because, I want you to see for yourself what it is. But it's not exactly like the other modes, just to let you know. Realistically, Board Park should have been played first, but I kind of wanted to go through the modes in a certain order. So really, if you don't know how to play Cool Boarders, Board Park is actually the best place to go, followed by Freestyle and Big Air. So I might as well use Yagi. Yeah, I just use Yagi because, you know, he's good to teach with. And this is essentially what the snowboard park looks like. And of course you can't change the music, so I will get started. And yeah, the loading screen is a little bit different. It's actually the screen you get in between modes. And oh my god, it's a park. So what do you do in it? You just mess around doing whatever you want to do. This is like, you know, just like the practice mode. So yeah, they have flags you can practice around, you know, if you want to learn how to, you know, practice your turning and stuff. And oh, there's a jump up ahead. Let's try to see if we can do a trick. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so every time you do a trick, I guess that meter goes up. Oh, look, another trick. Let's see if we can try to do something. Yeah, so usually anytime you see those orange incantations, it means you can do a trick, if you haven't figured that out already. But in this mode, you can do tricks anywhere, really. That wasn't the best place to do that, but who cares? So yeah, there's no limits in this mode, pretty much, except obviously this course doesn't, well, if you can't tell, this course doesn't last forever. But pretty much any stunt you do here, it will go towards that cool meter. So what happens when you fill the cool meter? You'll find out. Woo! Yeah, and he wiped out. So yeah, this mode, there won't be much commentary at first, and there's a reason for that. Yeah, you can jump on top of these barrels to get, you know, to add on to your cool. And of course, you can't just jump any barrel. You have to, you know, be a certain, well, you have to be able to jump a certain height to do that. But yeah, you can even jump on cars. And oh my god, apparently buses and stuff too. Just make sure you don't fall between the cracks, excuse me. Don't fall between the cracks, because if you do, you're gonna get stuck for a while. Yeah, so if you mess up while the cool meter's going up, it will stop. And there's some flags. And yeah, he never 2160. So unfortunately, this is the end of Board Park. Or is it? And yeah, by the way, the cool meter did go up. Nothing actually happens when you you know, fill the cool meter up. You just keep filling it up and it keeps changing colors, and it'll go back to its basic red. So this is what I wanted to show you. You push the select button and they actually show you how to do certain things, like stance change from fakie, and yeah, so you can tell if you're in fakie if you push the triangle. Yeah, see, there goes the fakie sign. So yeah, if you don't know if you're in fakie, you push the triangle, you'll go into first person, and then you can tell. But they also tell you what to do. These flags are for sharp turning, so that's what you should do. So you push the select button and this menu shows up where it tells you what to do. and you got some spin air. And you know, it shows you how long you've jumped, well, how long you winded up your jump. And when it's meter, you know, when a meter goes to the maximum, it means you've done the best you can do. So yeah, he landed. And like I said, in this course, you can do whatever you want. So yeah, this is the practice course portion of the game. The practice course, excuse me. Oh, weight shift. This teaches you how to shift your weight. If you shift your weight when you push up, you won't bounce when you go from a jump. See how I bounce? If you use weight shift, you won't bounce. And sometimes it's good, so you can have more control, but if you have a slower board, it's actually bad to do that because you're actually going slower at the same time. So if you're tucked down and then all of a sudden you weight shift, you will go back to your normal speed. And that's for rail sliding. That's why I wanted to show you when you have those shortcuts, you want to learn how to rail slide. And I didn't tell you this. Oh yeah, you can jump, like I said, you can jump on these barrels. But there actually is another way to there's a another way how to rail slide. You can push the you can push the square to balance yourself, but I wouldn't because it's kind of fickle depending on your board. But yeah, once you rail slide with R1 or L1, you could also use the square button in a certain direction, so they won't fall off. And yeah, this just shows you the crouching position. You know, to wind up your speed. Okay, let's go to another character. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Board Park. It's pretty relaxed. But yeah, I'm gonna go use another character. I'll probably use Cindy maybe. I don't know. I'll use Cindy. Yeah, I'll use Cindy.
Oh wow.
So yeah, like I said, Borders Park, the learning course. Even before you go to freestyle, you might want to go here. Unfortunately, even though it shows you what to do, you can't really. How should I say this? You really can't test yourself to see if you learned anything because Board Park is so short. It really is you know, a short kind of it's a short kind of course, so you know, you can't really use what you learned. And I forgot to turn that back on. But yeah, you can't use what you learned so much in this course to see if you're good at it. That's why I said you gotta go to freestyle mode, even if Board Park teaches you how to do things like that. So yeah, I was saying, if you watch my halfway vid, you do not want to be in you don't want to be, you know, with your tail facing forward because that means you're gonna go slower. But if you're doing a trick, it's fine. Okay, I did not mean to do that. So yeah, you can use the square like I'm doing right here to balance yourself once you do a rail slide, but it's a lot harder, in my opinion. And you can take as long as you want on this course too, so you know. And I will say this about this video, well, I probably won't say it in the description, but it's completely optional whether you go to Board Park to learn or you go in freestyle, but, you know, Board Park's just there to, you know, fool around. And I figured she would mess that up, but whatever. Okay, now we can get her regain speed. It always bugged me as a kid though when I play this mode, like, why did they just decide to stop right there? Like, granted, there's not meant to be a finish, so it's like, why is there one? And why is it? It seems like the course stops kind of abruptly, but you know, that's my opinion. I don't know. I guess I'll use one more character. Guess I'll use Iron. Nothing against Jin. It's just that I'm trying to do this in one vid, so. I don't really feel like making this like a 2-vid thing. Plus, I really didn't get that much air with Yagi, so, you know. Well, I kind of did, but. So yeah, this time I'm just fooling around. Wow, she landed. See, that was like a perfect jump. I don't know, I just, like I said, I prefer doing the rail slide this way just to make sure, you know, everything's squared away, but you should probably be careful with what I just did. I just ended by pushing R1 and L1. You never want to do that because you will end up either tumbling if you're if you don't have good balance, or you may end up like doing what I just did where you have to stop completely. So obviously you know by now, if you saw the halfway vid, or you've seen, you know, if you've seen competition, freestyle, and big air, you know this is more than like halfway point to this LP. And I gotta say, I've enjoyed myself a lot. Of course, there are a couple things I wish I could have did better, but you know, I've enjoyed myself overall. So that's it for this vid. Next vid I will show you board edit, which I pretty much guarantee will be a short vid. Although coming from my mouth, it might be another 10 to 15 minute vid. I should also mention from now on I will be uploading only one video as far as this project's concerned, because there's really not much left. I mean, honestly, I could leave out the next few vids, but I wanted to show them to you anyways. So yeah, there's about, I guess you could say there's about 4 vids left, or 3 vids. So yeah, next time I will see you when I am in the option menu. Well, I'll be getting ready to go to the option menu where I'll show you board edit. Alright, y'all, this is your boy Beast of Mine. Later.